Shalom Yasharala HALALYAM YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and taught us this truth through the Spirit. Shalom to the sincere Akim wa Akwathiam, listening and learning, making their bodies a living sacrifice, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity, the Akim out here laboring, and to the speckled bird that look like the other nations scattered abroad but are truly Yasharala. Shalom. I got that a little mixed up here and there, but it's fine. I just want to go into pretty much just prophecy stemming from what a brother on Twitter, Twitter is a wicked ass vile place, but it's always good to see, if you have those spiritual eyes to see and ears to hear, you can just use that to further, to be mindful and watch out for these prophecies coming to pass, and seeing the nature of these people, especially these women, and things like that, the news and current events, which is what I'm about to go into, right? Especially pursuing to this scam, So this brother on Twitter, Brother Zakar, posted, "I seen a bottle with a little water inside. I was thirsty, of course. I didn't drink it. I was thirsty, of course I didn't drink it, but I thought about when the famines hit. I know the Lord won't let me die of thirst. YAHAWADAH." Alright, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And it really does make you think, because I can attest to the fact that especially these Edomites, man, are so damn wasteful. It's not even funny, man. Dealing with these people, slaving away, being their damn servants and slaves, and I'm sure other brothers and even the few sisters out there listening and learning, you can attest to the fact that these people, they love food so much, yet they take it for granted. They go crazy. They can't even share. You know how many jokes I've seen about people that don't want to share, their food at all. They have a whole piece of it themselves and they can't even share one slice. A couple of fries, wings, whatever. These people are crazy about their food, and at the same time, they're so wasteful. They waste water, drinkable water. Meanwhile, over there in Flint, they still don't have clean water. Still. I remember they were talking about Flint when I was in school. In high school. 3, 4, 5 years later, they still don't have clean water, man. See, the Lord gave people a taste of the tribulation, right? They gave them a taste of the tribulation in places like Flint, Michigan, places like Texas with the flooding and power outages for days. Flooding in New York as well, and the different things going on over there with the police and everywhere else that had protests and things like that. It's just a taste, man, of what's to come. You still don't understand that the Lord is behind all these floods going on all over the world, actually. The protests going on in France, they're going crazy over there. In the UK, everywhere is under complete pressure from YAHAWAH and His, and they still don't understand that He is the one that's behind it. And they still don't understand that they need to repent. And they're just so wasteful. So I replied, I'm like, it makes you think about how wasteful these people are. They're going to wish they had all the food they took for granted and threw away soon. He said, that's right. Because these fools will throw away whole plates of food. Oh, it's a little too salty, and blah blah blah. These restaurants wasting all this food, grocery stores, supermarkets wasting all this meat, all these vegetables and fruit, these damn GMOs, destroying the natural foods that we have, the fruits and vegetables, spraying pesticides on them, destroying the earth, man. Thanks to Esau, man. Esau and all you damn heathens destroying the earth. And you 2/3 that follow whatever he does and get into his industries, helping him further destroy the earth and pollute the land. Alright? Okay? This is what people don't understand. Alright, I want to look at this too. He said, my job laid off everybody that didn't get the vaccine, that today. Keep playing if y'all want to, you know? And he said that he's, I saw a reply, I don't know, right here. Can they even do that? There's no law saying it's required. Virginia is an at-will employment state, so they can, basically an at-will employment state means that you or your employer, you can terminate the employment at any time without advance notice. So if you want to just, I quit, I'm out of here, you can just leave. Or they can say, hey, you're fired for whatever reason. They don't even have to give you a reason, you know? So this is what they're doing now, man. He said that's some slavery shit. Do as I say or else. I wouldn't want to work for a company like that, but they're not fired. They laid off, so hey, get some unemployment while y'all at it. You know? Well, the Lord is always going to have a way for you to live. You don't worry about any of this. Just do what the Lord tells you to. Have faith, and He will take care of you. You know, there's different ways that you can still survive and do what you need to do. You know? But this is what they're doing now. You know, different companies are going to be able to do this just because they want to. Or if it's not an at-will employment state, they'll make a mandate that you have to get, you know, you have to get injected. Alright? And then there's this. If you don't want to get that, leave. Anthony Scaramucci.
You're going to be safe. It's okay to infect. I don't have a microchip in my body. Okay? It didn't genetically alter my cells. What it's doing is it's protecting me from the worst pandemic in the last 100 years, and it's allowing our economy to open up. And if you have young children, you have them, I have them. Vaccinate yourself to protect your children. That's my message.
Would you mandate it? What are you doing in your office?
Well, I mandated it in my office.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, you may.
And the lawyers didn't tell you couldn't?
Well, we're a private company. If someone wants to fight me over the vaccine mandate, that's fine. Let's take it to the court. But I'm also mandating it at the SALT conference. And so our conference is the Javits Center. Hopefully you're going to be there. You're in huge demand, by the way. A lot of our superstar hedge fund managers want you to interview them. But we mandated it there because I want to keep people safe.
Right.
I think it's very important. And you've been to conferences recently where they've mandated it.
So, but what is your take, though, on a lot of businesses and business leaders who say, I can't mandate it? Either my lawyers are telling me I can't do it, or I really want to.
They're being soft. You know, we're in a society now where things are so politically correct. We have this woke and Me Too, She Too culture. Make a decision. You're a private company. Let's cut it out. We got to keep people safe. Get vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, leave. That should be the message. And people will start getting vaccinated. One of my buddies told me if they make it mandatory.
I don't give a damn, but you know what? Let me hear that.
Vaccination at Citi Field because he loves the Mets. Make it mandatory. One of my buddies told me if they make it mandatory vaccination at Citi Field because he loves the Mets, he's going to get vaccinated. Other than that, he's not going to get vaccinated. And so I think you can push this. And I don't like the totalitarian nonsense. It's not about that. This is about once in a while we have to team up as a society to protect each other.
Okay. And you know you can't have an opinion on this or YouTube will take your channel down. So I'll go ahead and just let's just deal with the facts here. All right. out of their mouths, not mine. All right, I didn't say this. All right. No, I didn't say this. Oops. So check this out, right? Let's look at this. Bill Gates said this.
One final way that's new and is promising is called the RNA vaccine. With RNA and DNA, instead of putting that shape in, you put instructions in the code to make that shape. You put instructions in the code to make that shape.
I'm gonna play that again so you can understand it, all right?
One final way that's new and is promising is called the RNA vaccine. With RNA and DNA, instead of putting that shape in, you put instructions in the code to make that shape. You put instructions in the code to make that shape.
So, quite literally, you know, something is something's getting changed. You know, they say that it's not altering your genetic code or your DNA or anything, but Bill Gates just contradicted that. It's not my words, I'm just relaying what he's saying. He's a part of the team. They're the medical professionals. I don't know anything about science. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just relaying what they're telling us. All right, these are their words, not mine. Okay, and I'm gonna leave another video in the description so you guys can understand exactly what that entails. Okay, again, it's not, I'm not saying it. These are their words. All right. Yahoo News. The days of injection lotteries are waning. Here come the mandates. All right. Anti-jab rally protesters hold signs outside of Houston Methodist Hospital in Houston, Texas on June 26, 2021. A spokesperson for that 153 employees either resigned or were fired for refusing it. Damn. Getting it in summer could have given you a shot at $1 million. Soon, not getting one could cost you your job. Health officials have tried to stay positive in recent months as rates plummet, turning to ad campaigns touting giveaways and lottery drawings, and the ultra-contagious Delta variant arrived. Now health officials say that the nation's lagging rates are creating a spiraling public health crisis as the unvaccinated rapidly get sick and the protective power of the injections are given a stress test. A growing chorus of voices say people who resist should face pressure and consequences. Oh my God. Some hospital administrators agree, and healthcare workers who refuse to get injected have been fired or quit in New Jersey and Texas. In New York City, public health workers who refuse will face weekly tests. Bro. Oh my gosh, man. Now, how can you see this and not have your faith boosted? How can you see this and not submit to YAHAWASHI? Because he's been telling you that trouble will come, you know, and these things will happen. And Esau's coming down with great wrath. And he wants you to submit to him as if he is the Most High. Alright? And the MOTB the M of the beast is coming. You know? The only way you're going to survive these evil times is through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. How does this not boost your faith? How do you not understand that this is real? The truth is the truth. We're in this thing to endure until the end and to have full faith in YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. How do you not understand this by now? Nah, but people are still denying that we're the Israelites in the first place. Alright? Like this one sister said on Twitter, if you are not hearkening unto YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, roughly paraphrasing, if you don't get with the program, get with the truth, and submit to YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI by now, you're either an idiot or an agent. Either an idiot or an agent. Getting it should be the easy choice. Dr. Leanna Wen, a proponent of mandates, told USA Today, opting out has to be the hard choice. This is disgusting, man. It's disgusting. These people aren't just risking their own health, they have a high likelihood of transmitting the virus, which endangers vulnerable people, including children who can't get jabbed and the immunocompromised. But you can still contract it. You know? Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but you know? I mean, these people are double-minded as hell. They keep contradicting themselves. They keep lying. They can't keep track of their lies. You know? And you get silenced and censored if you have anything to say about it. If you want to call them out or anything. You know? But the Lord told us that this was going to happen. So we're not tripping over it. We already know. You know, this is Esau. Esau's a dumbass and a bitch. This is all that he can do. And he has to take these measures. Alright, because he's trash. He has to be a devil to get his point across. Whatever he wants across. Alright? And the Lord's allowing this to happen to let him think that he's going to have the high ground. To think that he's going to be able to enforce his new world order and do whatever he wants to do. And at the height of it, right when we think we're about to lose the race, all of a sudden, the Lord throws him down. He breaks both of his legs, shatters his kneecaps. You know, the arm that he fist pumps in the air to cheer at his, you know, near victory, he pulls a damn muscle in his tricep or something. He tears his chest apart or something. He's gonna destroy this man. You know, right when he thinks he's got the advantage, he's gonna destroy this man horribly. He's gonna hurt him bad, and we're gonna speed past Esau while laughing at him. We're gonna laugh as we're laughing now. We're laughing now because we already know what's going on. And we know that YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is with us. Alright? Esau can't scare us. We're not worried about nothing that he can do. Because anything that happens is what the Lord allowed to happen. For a reason. And we know that YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is going to raise us back up to our glorious, you know, righteous estate. Rightful estate, I should say. You know? Or both. And, you know, I'll leave it in the description so you guys can continue to read on if you'd like to. More information in there. So, as they do this, and, you know, they're like, oh, life is going back to normal and everything's good now, and, you know, we're starting to do better and we're healthier and blah blah blah. That's how they think that things are gonna go. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 18. The beginning of sorrows, like it says in Matthew 24 verse 8. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great deaths. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay? So in order for the Lord to set everything back in its righteous order, natural order, He has to send these plagues, these punishments. He has to punish the world for its iniquities. Alright? Namely Babylon the great harlot, which is America. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, which is, like I just said, Texas, New York, California getting hit with fires all over the place. China, wherever, getting hit with tsunamis, earthquakes, flooding. Our people continuously getting freaking killed by police, so on and so forth. All these things, they still don't want to hearken unto YAHAWASHI. They still don't want to acknowledge that this is from Him, and that there's a greater reason why this is all happening. Ultimately, what the hell is you knowing Gematria gonna do for you? Ultimately, what are you going to do with knowing everything, the ins and outs about the Illuminati? Ultimately, what is it going to help you if you know that, or if you believe that, and you think that we were pharaohs and we should be into Kemet and Pan-Africanism and all this worthless shit? What do you think that does? What does that do for you? Oh, I got knowledge of self. Blah 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 blah. Really? The black woman is God. She has the Eve gene. Ultimately, what does that do for you? This is the thing with people that are not anyone that has any type of knowledge, not according to the scriptures, not according to the word of YAHAWASHI. That so-called knowledge of self, all you're doing, you're using that for profit, for personal capital gain. You're using that to get bitches. You're using that to be a so-called teacher and talk about we're children of the sun. What is that doing? What is that doing but puffing up our people and giving them pride, if anything else, or giving them some money here and there? What is that doing for us? It's not doing anything. That's not doing a damn thing for our people. Because once you learn that you're an Israelite, then there are things that are required of you. Not going and, well, I know that we was kings, so now we're gonna learn financial literacy from goddamn Dave Ramsey and shit. What is that gonna do for you? Are you serious? You're still a slave. Why don't you niggas understand that? Support black business. Blah 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 blah. Who cares, man? All we should care about is YAHAWASHI and what He told us to do. He told us to get ready, prepare ourselves, prepare our minds, prepare our spirit, build up ourselves, take care of our households. Alright, He's dealing with the men to get themselves together, be men. Because if the women don't want to listen, who cares? Ultimately, they're going to get humbled in Jacob's trouble. And the Isaiah 4:1 spirit is going to be put on the ones that Yahweh has appointed to be saved. So they're gonna fall in line regardless. And these women that are already know the truth, but were just in there as a trend, or to just puff themselves up and be prideful and be bougie and think that they're gonna have an Instagram modeling page and clothing line and shit like that, they're gonna be taken out of the way. Lord's gonna put them to death because they were fake. And they weren't really down for the truth. They weren't really down for their husbands. They weren't really down with YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI when the going got tough. Alright? This is the 100% truth, 144% truth. This is the only way you're going to survive. Alright? You're not right just because you're doing good now. Just because you're well off. That doesn't mean anything. Look at celebrities. Celebrities are literally rich. They're literally rich. They're in, they get everything. Always popular people get free shit. They have all the money, the nicest cars and houses, and they can eat all the food they want. Does that mean that they're righteous? Are they righteous? YAHAWASHI had no place to rest his head at night. YAHAWASHI was so-called broke and impoverished. Alright? Like, people are so double-minded, it's not even funny. Alright? Nor be always mindful of the scourges. Verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, meaning, things like, oh my god, the plane tickets are so cheap. Wow, the gas prices are so low. Oh, we can all buy all this food and we can do this and that. We got these stimulus checks. Hey, I'm gonna go make it rain, do all this, I'm gonna go party, blah blah blah. Everything's so cheap now, huh? Right before the inflation hits. Right before the famine hits. Right before the dollar crashes. Victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Alright, so if you escape the famine somehow, then a gun's gonna blow your brains out. Basically, the Lord is saying, one way or another, you will be punished for your iniquity. You will be taken out for not hearkening unto my warnings when you had the grace. That grace period. Verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. Why do they got all them damn FEMA coffins? Alright, let's look up FEMA coffins. Why do they got all these plastic coffins in concentration camps? They made it big enough for people of all shapes and sizes to fit in. Probably even my 600-pound life bitches can fit in that shit. They just got a forklift to lift your fat ass up and throw you wherever they need to throw you. Stack you like you're a bunch of like your merchandise. Look at this shit, man. Look at that. And people in the world will see all this stuff and they'll be like, you gotta get ready, get stocked up, get your guns, get plenty of ammo, because we're gonna fight back. How the hell you gonna fight back against nuclear weapons? How the hell you gonna fight back against tanks and shit like that? Do you have your own tank? Do you have your own underground facility? Do you have your own military? How the hell you gonna fight back? No, you either get down or you're going to lie down. They're going to lay you down. All right? One way or another. You can't do nothing without YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. Ain't no way. There ain't no way to escape this shit unless you are a man of the Lord. And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Alright? 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 49, and then I'm going to go back to 16. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Alright? Verse 33 of chapter 16. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Now, why are they going to mourn for having no bridegrooms and, no husbands? Because of World War III. When they go draft you niggas. When they go draft you women too. They're trying to draft women too. Hey man, I'll look that up too. Yeah, brothers probably did videos on it already. New legislation. Recent, man. Recent. New legislation would require women, like men, to sign up for potential draft. Senate panel votes to make women register for draft. Alright. U.S. citizens or immigrants who are born male and change their gender to female are still required to register. Individuals who are born female and change their gender to male are not. Well, that's going to change. Because women will be. Hey man, I hope this is true. I hope that this gets passed. And of course, they're talking about, well, when we said equal rights, this is not what we were talking about. This isn't the equal rights that we wanted. Well, too bad, man. You women are gonna get humbled. Alright. Maybe it'll go for some women, but they'll have a limit. Some type of limit on it. Shoot, women will probably, a bunch of women's probably gonna get pregnant around that time. So they have an excuse not to go, which is just going to make it harder. Those are your daughters mourning, having no helpers, no fathers, no brothers. Just a bunch of women on their own. And the UN troops come rolling in. What do you think is going to happen? Imagine that all your boyfriends and husbands go to war and they don't come back. America sends them off just to die. Y'all screwed, man. There's already more women than men. You know? Hey, man. This shit crazy, man. It's gonna be bad for you women out here. Verse 34. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hey, the husbands that are, too old or not required to go to that draft, why are they gonna go? Why are they gonna perish of famine? Because, of course, men are gonna be like, I have to feed my wife and children. I'll go hungry. And eventually it's gonna take them out. Because there's not gonna be enough food for them all to eat. Well, let's just give to the children, Let them eat. You need your strength, go ahead and eat. I can't just eat and let my wife and children starve. So you niggas, you men are through. Not just you niggas, but all y'all. Damn crackers, you damn camel drivers, all y'all. Damn, let me not say too much, but yeah, y'all through, man. This is Revelation 18:7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. Talking about Babylon, right? So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahawah who judgeth her. Alright. Going to Job chapter 5 verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Alright. Not literally 7, but in a complete number, however many he wants you to deal with, he's going to deliver you in all of them. In all the troubles that the men of the Lord and their households, you know, and the widows and children that he sees fit to deliver, he's going to deliver us from them all. There shall no evil touch thee. Alright? In famine he shall redeem thee from death. Just like the brother sent the photo, he randomly saw the water bottle on the ground. You get thirsty, the Lord's gonna provide. Shoot, he'll give you a full water bottle. You know, you just have to have that faith. Don't worry about all that. Just worry day to day. Serve YAHAWASHI, and he's gonna take care of you. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Alright, like it says, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So you could be running through a bullet storm, you know, different people shooting at each other, militia versus the troops and whatever. You run through, you got bullets. I remember a brother, I forgot what camp, but a while ago, a brother was going into it, right? He said, you know, bullet will, you know, go through your afro, go through your garment, but you're not going to get hurt at all. That's what it means to be scarcely saved. You know, you don't got to worry about nothing, because no evil shall touch you. And in war from the power of the sword. So we don't have to worry about getting drafted or dying in a war or anything like that, because we're going to be taken care of. We're going to be protected. Alright? Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. You know how well off we're gonna be to be able to just laugh at all these things that are happening? 1,000 falling at thy right side. You know? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it, because, you know, I don't want to get it wrong. Psalms 91:7. Alright. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. Alright? They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. So he won't even let us stub our toe, because the angels are, hey, let me get that too. Psalms 34. What is that at? 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. The Lord is protecting us when we go out in the highways and hedges. He's protecting us every day we have to drive somewhere so the police don't come after us. Or even if they stop us, they're not going to do a damn thing. Alright? He's protecting us when we go to the job and have to deal with these damn Edomites giving us trouble and slaving away for them. He protects us when we sleep at night. We wake up in the morning, every step we take. The Lord has His angels round about us to protect us. Alright? Angels round about us to protect the ones that fear Him and delivereth them. We're going to be so well off that we're going to laugh at these people when they're going to be in such pitiful case. Crying, blood everywhere, you know, children getting snatched up, women getting snatched up, all this stuff happening. The Lord's going to put a spirit on His men to be so strong. The 144,000, hey, it's a whole different story, man. You have to have full faith in YAHAWASHI. These are true. If we read the Bible and we see that these things are real, we read the scriptures and we see that all these plagues and pestilences, all the death, the natural disasters, the floods, the earthquakes, the fire, the hail, the famine, all these things are truly coming to pass. You also have to have your faith strengthened in the belief that He will also fulfill these promises and protect you. That the angels are really around you, protecting you. You have to truly have faith that the Lord is really with you. Alright? If you're double-minded and you think that, okay, well, all these things are happening and I know this is true, but what about when things are happening to me? What about when you know, they kick down my door and then you get fearful and you get shaken up? No, you need to have that faith, because one way or another the Lord will deliver you. Alright? And you have to have faith regardless, because some of us will have to be martyrs. Okay, some of us will be beheaded. Alright? It's according to what the Lord has ordained. The fact of the matter is, you have to be ready to die for this truth. You have to be ready to die. However, you need to have in your mind that the Lord will deliver you. Even in death, He'll deliver you, because you'll be a part of the first resurrection. And you'll have a high honor. That's an honor. To be put to death for His name's sake. Alright? That's an honor. So regardless, you have to have faith in YAHAWASHI, that even as your neck is being put on the guillotine, this ain't nothing. I'm not scared. This is nothing. Because YAHAWASHI is with me, regardless. Alright? The guillotine could come down and stop right before it hits you. You could get that spiritual power as you're about to get your head chopped off. And just bust through and save all the brethren that are with you in there. You know? Or the Lord will give the spiritual power to every single one of you that are in there. You don't know. You don't know. It could go any way the Lord wants it to go. You just have to have faith. You just have to believe. You have to have faith. Because either way we win. Whether we get put to death or not. Like whatever route we are to take as ordained by YAHAWASHI, we win in the end. Alright, this is for our people. This is for the sake of YAHAWASHI. Because it's fulfilling something bigger than us as individuals. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 65 verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord Yahweh, BAHASHAM Yahawashi, shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name. That he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in the power of truth. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the power of truth. Because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. Alright. Let me hit the next verse too. But be ye glad, and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. Alright, I'm going to end it right there. Alright. While the whole world is, struggling and crying and dying and being afflicted, we're going to be good. Alright. And eventually, after those days, the Lord will create New Jerusalem. The kingdom of heaven will descend on earth, will come be built up here. We're going to have these damn heathens in subjection, in captivity, in slavery. Thus saith Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi, Revelation 13 and 10. Alright? And they're going to build up just like how we had to build up for them. Alright? And our kingdom will be everlasting, forever and ever, even forever and ever. Never to fall like these wicked ass kingdoms before. Alright? So that's pretty much all I wanted to get into. YAHAWADAH, this was edifying. YAHAWADAH, we keep the faith and we keep on enduring until the end. And the Lord has mercy on us and protects us, and we can be a part of that number, that 144,000 elect men with that spiritual power to put these damn heathens to execute Yahweh's judgment, Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi's judgment, And Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi can strengthen us, strengthen our faith, make it so that we don't care about no pain, no stress, no anxiety, no nothing. We can be invincible, Yahweh Ratazah. He can do anything. He can do that for us. And we just have to have that faith. Alright? So I want to say Abad Babal, Shalom to the hopeful elect, and blessings, honor, glory, and power unto Yahawah wa YAHAWASHI. Shalom.